All right, let's get real here. How many of you have stretched the truth on a resume? You know what I mean. Suddenly, you're fluent in 3 languages, or you've got experience in something you only Googled once. I remember my first job application when I claimed to be a Photoshop expert. I hadn't touched the software in my life. They asked me to design a flyer on my first day, and let me tell you, the blank page was laughing at me harder than my supervisor did. That's when I learned a key lesson in life and business. Honesty isn't just a nice idea, it's a necessity. Being honest isn't just about telling the truth when you're called out, it's a way of life. It's the foundation of any relationship, business, or brand. Honesty builds trust, and without trust, there's no deal, no client, no loyal customers. So today, I want to share with you why honesty will not only make you successful, but will give you peace of mind, respect, and yes, profit. Let's dig in. Picture this. You've just launched your first product, a service, or maybe a little local business. You're so excited, but let's be real, you're also nervous. So how do you get customers to give you a chance? You build trust, and there's no shortcut to that. Trust is like a savings account. You have to keep adding to it every day in small ways. And when people trust you, they become your best marketing team. Imagine 2 coffee shops. One shop promises the best coffee in town, but really their coffee is just average and the staff is uninterested. The other coffee shop says, we're just starting out, but we're working hard to bring you a better cup every day. Which one are you more likely to support? The one that's honest, right? Because you feel like they're real. They're not trying to pull a fast one on you. They're showing their genuine journey, and you're rooting for them. This trust doesn't just apply to customers, it applies to everyone in your business journey. From your employees to your investors, when people see that you're honest, they'll rally around you. An honest reputation becomes a currency that grows over time. You don't have to be the biggest player in the game. If people trust you, you'll have a loyal base. Remember, people might forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Let's talk about reputation for a second. Building a reputation for honesty is like investing in gold. It's worth more over time. You might think, well, it's easier to take a shortcut here and there. But those shortcuts don't add value. They don't build anything lasting. Your reputation precedes you. And in business, that's everything. Think of brands like Patagonia, which built a reputation around environmental responsibility. They don't just talk, they act. If they say a product is sustainable, it's sustainable. People believe them because they've earned that reputation through honesty. Their customers don't just buy from them, they advocate for them. In your own business, if you're known as someone who's honest and reliable, opportunities will find you. People want to work with people they trust. An honest person draws in genuine people and opportunities like a magnet. You might think it's just a little lie. Maybe it's saying you have more experience than you do, or exaggerating your results just a little to get that deal. But here's the thing. Small lies have a way of catching up to you, like a snowball rolling down a hill. Soon it's big enough to cause real damage. I once knew a young entrepreneur who got a big contract by saying he had a larger team than he actually did. He figured he could handle it himself, but when the work started piling up, he couldn't deliver. He was over-promising and under-delivering, and soon his reputation tanked. A small lie cost him not just that contract, but future ones too. This isn't a unique story. This happens every day in business. When you're honest about your capabilities and your limitations, people respect you more. You're setting realistic expectations. Small lies don't lead to big wins, they lead to big losses. One of the hardest people to be honest with is yourself. How many times do we ignore our weaknesses because they make us feel uncomfortable? But here's the thing. Self-honesty is the foundation of personal growth. If you're not honest with yourself, you can't improve. And if you can't improve, your business won't either. Look at it this way. If you're trying to run a marathon, but you won't admit you're out of shape, you'll never make it. Business is a marathon, and self-honesty is your training. Are there skills you need to develop? Are there areas where you need help? Don't pretend you have all the answers. Be honest about where you're starting and take steps to improve. Every entrepreneur who has succeeded has been through this journey of self-discovery and growth. It's not always easy, but it's essential. And when you're honest with yourself, you're less likely to lie to others. You'll build a business that reflects your real strengths. When you're honest, life is straightforward. You don't have to remember what you said to this person or that person. You don't have to carry the stress of maintaining a facade. Honesty simplifies life because there's nothing hidden, nothing complicated. Think of honesty as a decluttering tool. You're cleaning out the things that weigh you down: false impressions, exaggerated claims, inflated promises. When you're honest, there's a lightness to your work, and people notice that. They see someone who's comfortable in their skin, and they're drawn to it. Honesty is a time saver and a sanity saver. You get to focus on building, creating, and growing instead of managing a web of lies. That's a freedom every entrepreneur should want. At the end of the day, success is not just about money or fame. It's about the legacy you leave behind. When people talk about you and your business, wouldn't it be amazing if they said they were honest? A legacy of honesty doesn't just end with you. It influences the next generation of entrepreneurs. Think of the great entrepreneurs you admire. Sure, they're known for innovation or creativity, but their honesty and transparency often stand out. A legacy of honesty inspires others to act with integrity. In a world where shortcuts seem easy, being honest is revolutionary. Your honesty becomes a light for others to follow. And that's what real success is, a positive impact on others. Honesty doesn't just benefit you, it's a gift you give to those who follow in your footsteps. Look at someone like Warren Buffett, who is known not only for his investment acumen, but for his honesty and transparency with shareholders. He doesn't sugarcoat losses or bad decisions. He shares them openly, and people respect him immensely for it. That honesty has built a loyalty that's unparalleled. Customers, investors, and colleagues all know where they stand with him. Another example is Howard Schultz, the founder of Starbucks, who's built the brand around values of transparency and responsibility. Their success isn't an accident, it's a testament to the power of honesty. Honesty isn't always easy. Sometimes it takes courage to say what you truly mean or admit when you're wrong. But like any skill, it's something you can develop. Start with the small things, keep your word, follow through on promises, and admit when you've made a mistake. Practice honesty in every interaction, whether it's with a client, a friend, or yourself. Make honesty your default mode. Write down your values and make honesty a core one. Remember, every day you practice honesty, you're building a reputation. It may take time, but you'll see the results. People will notice and the opportunities will come. So to all of you young entrepreneurs watching this, I challenge you to make honesty your foundation. Don't just see it as a moral obligation. See it as a business advantage. Be honest with your clients, with your team, and most importantly, with yourself. Build something real, something you can be proud of. Be honest always, because when the dust settles, it's your integrity that will stand the test of time. Remember, honesty is like a strong pair of shoes. It'll take you through the tough roads, the highs, and the lows. It might not always feel easy, but I promise you, it's worth it. Wear honesty proudly, and let's make it the latest trend in entrepreneurship. Let's change the world one truthful word at a time.